Virginian teen has become a viral sensation on TikTok and using the platform to inform, inspire, and enlighten people across the globe. And he's also one of my personal favorite creators. Max Marcilla shares his story with us.
So as you guys know, I'm in Nicaragua right now.
It's one of the beauties of social media.
So I'm in Peru right now.
A chance to show off places countless people can experience through an iPhone lens. But most importantly, for TikToker Anthony Guevara, it's a chance to teach.
That's kind of like my goal, just to keep educating people in like a funny way. It makes them do like further exploration into like their own interests and stuff.
When Hondureños and Salvadoreños make carne asada, they put something on the side called chimol or chismol, some people call it that. And it's similar but not the same. And yes, we mix it with rice because it's good.
Anthony, better known as Tony, but best known as iTonyvara on TikTok, has grown a pandemic-era hobby into a legitimate platform now with nearly 500,000 followers, all of whom know by now he is unapologetic when it comes to politics,
Pão de queijo, cheese bread,
and when it comes to his food.
I hate arroz con leche, tres leches, flan. Like, I know people are gonna be like, whoa, and then, but like, I don't really like that.
I can feel your follower count going down.
No, every time I talk about it, they always are in the comments like ferocious, like, how dare you, how dare you.
But it's that honesty and personality that Tony believes sets him apart, helping to increase the number of people who check out his platform.
Anytime someone is surprised that I'm from the DMV, I always get so confused because I feel like I never shut up about being from Virginia.
Tony was raised in Springfield in Fairfax County, a place that shaped how he viewed culture, including his own. His mother is Salvadoran, his father Honduran.
That's who I grew up with. It's like a Peruvian neighbor, a Filipino neighbor, a Pakistani neighbor, and then on the other side it's like an Ethiopian neighbor.
Do you think about there are people online watching this who maybe have not been exposed to the cultures that you have literally lived next door to for your whole life?
I've seen lots of comments, like I'm talking hundreds of people saying that they follow me to learn about Latino culture, which kind of feels like a lot of pressure because I'm just like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like I'm not like a teacher or anything, but I do think it's nice when, for example, like I'll see someone who's like either like a white American or like someone who's just completely like not Latino. They'll be like, oh, I follow your content to learn more. Like I didn't know that these issues existed in your community.
It's fun to watch because he's really having fun.
Mexicali, a border town in Mexico, is the cultural center of the Chinese-Mexican population in Mexico.
From exploring the world,
Now time for the main event, the full plate.
sharing its dishes,
There was a lot of Latinos that were dressed amazing and some that were dressed, let's look at them.
and dishing on pop culture, but some videos get deeper. Tony is a recent University of Virginia alum who graduated with a degree in Latin American studies, and he uses his platform to share stories often untaught, untold, or unknown.
I also read a lot of like CIA declassified documents. Like I will like read that
Light
and like,
reading.
yeah, like light reading.
That's stuff that they don't want us to know or that we can't know, apparently.
Tony says his platform is for everyone, anyone who wants to learn,
There's a copy of Mexico's census.
explore the differences in language,
Vaya pues is like our way of saying, okay,
history,
we kind of learn about the Spanish-American War, but you don't learn about the very specific parts of the Spanish-American War.
and yes, to laugh, even if it comes at the expense of his grandma who helped raise him.
I'm always proud to be Latino. As long as you're proud of who you are, like that's what matters to me.
In Northern Virginia, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.